What up, guys? This is Dynamic Duos here, and this is the second video of the day that I'm uploading. I hope you guys did watch and enjoy the video from Sweet Chin Music. I do thank him a lot for being able to upload that video and being able to get it done in such a short time. I did a really good job, and I hope you guys did enjoy it and go subscribe to him. But we are here today, as you guys can tell in the title if you read it. We're talking about MLB trade talk. And pretty much I'm just going to go over my thoughts on the trades that have happened over the past maybe day or two, potential trades, and announce a very special live stream that I'm planning on doing later on next week. But to start the video off, I would like to announce that I will be doing a trade deadline, MLB trade deadline live stream July 31st. I believe that is a Tuesday. It is next week. It'll start at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, and it will end when the deadline ends on 4 o'clock. I may go maybe another 15 to 20 minutes just to see if any trades do get done that aren't exactly sent in, that aren't exactly found out about until later. But that should be a lot of fun. I'll have MLB Network on my TV. I'll have MLB.com up on my computer, and it's pretty much just a time for me and you guys, whoever shows up, to kind of just chill and talk about all the trades that go down and our opinions on it, and just kind of keep everybody up to date on what's happening with all the trades. Because to me, the trade deadline is one of my favorite days in the baseball season, because it is a day that all the teams that are becoming sellers, obviously will eventually have to, trade the players that they want to. You can't really sit around and wait anymore for the perfect deal. So if you have that one guy that you got to trade, you got to get it done in that day, or it won't happen. Unless they go into trade waivers, but then that's another story. But I'll leave the link in the description to my Twitch.tv channel page, whatever it is, to where I'll be streaming at. I was thinking about doing it on YouTube, but the chat boxes on YouTube aren't exactly my favorite thing, and I like doing it on Twitch a lot better, so we'll just do it on there. So to get into the talk, the first trade I'm going to talk to you guys about is Ichiro going to the Mariners. Now, my opinion on this is that it benefits both teams in a weird way. It benefits the Yankees because they get another outfielder. They definitely upgrade. In the outfield. They can use Ichiro anywhere in the outfield they have to. I believe Joe Girardi said that he'll be playing mainly left field. He'll potentially be sitting out a couple of games, against tough lefties. He's going to be batting a little bit lower in the lineup than he's used to, because he's used to being the guy in Seattle, batting leadoff, batting third this year a couple of times. But he hit eighth in his first game, and I bet that was kind of a little bit of a shock to him. But he is not, the guy anymore. He is not the crown jewel of the team anymore, because, the Yankees are stacked in that lineup. They have so many good players. But I do like the trade for him. I do think it'll benefit him. He obviously goes to a team where he has a chance to go to the postseason and win a world championship, a World Series, I should say, his first in his career. He doesn't have a ring yet, so I think that's good for him. And then it benefits the Mariners because the prospects that they picked up, DJ Mitchell and Danny Farquhar, I think was his name. They aren't exactly top-rated guys, but again, they can still come up and help your rotation if they need it, or the bullpen, or wherever they'll put them. But it helps the Mariners because they're helping Ichiro. The Mariners are not a playoff team. They're not going to win a World Series anytime soon. Unless they catch fire like the Pirates have, or they make some major moves or anything like that. But they know that they're not gonna all of a sudden win the division and win a World Series anytime soon. So they're kind of doing Ichiro a good thing by giving him to the Yankees, or trading him to the Yankees, I should say, to kind of give him a chance to go to a playoff series again, maybe go to a World Series this year. So I like that trade. And then the second one I have here is Hanley Ramirez and Randy Choate, or however you say it, going to Los Angeles for Nathan Eovaldi, I believe is how you pronounce it, and another minor leaguer. I didn't see the other name of the other guy going from the Dodgers to Miami. But my opinion on this trade is that it obviously helps the Dodgers because I don't think they actually have a legitimate third baseman on their roster. And when I say legitimate, I don't mean, Juan Uribe and Adam Kennedy, aren't awful players, but honestly, I would not want them as my starting third baseman on my team. That's my opinion. You guys may want them. You may have a different opinion on that, but my whole thing with Hanley Ramirez is he has a bad attitude, and he kind of goes about the game in a way that I don't think that you should. He kind of I don't really know how to explain it. He's just kind of lackadaisical sometimes. He acts like he doesn't really care to be out there. He sometimes acts like he doesn't really want to be out there and doesn't want to be playing, and could care less if he's on the field every day of the week. So everybody kind of thought with Ozzie Guillen coming into Miami to be the new manager that he would kind of get Hanley Ramirez straight and kind of get him acting right and acting like he wanted to play again. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Hanley is having a decent season. He does have, I believe, 14 home runs and around 47 RBIs. His average is in the 240s right now. But going to the Dodgers, again, he'll have a chance to go to the postseason potentially. The Dodgers are in first place. He'll join Matt Kemp, who I think is a great team leader. He will have an impact on him. Don Mattingly obviously isn't going to put up with that crap. I think that if Hanley, acts the way he did in Florida and Miami, Miami and you know what I mean, acting with the Marlins. Mattingly will sit him down, or he'll talk to him and say, hey, I'm not going to put up with this crap. You're going to act like you want to play, or you won't play. It's plain and simple. So I do like that. And then for the Marlins, it's funny. It's funny to me seeing all these reports that they're going to start, making all these freaking trades, because they made another one, which I'll get to in a minute. But it's funny because, they went out, they got Jose Reyes in the offseason, they got Heath Bell, got this beautiful new stadium that they're opening that I imagine costs a buttload of money. I don't know exactly where they got the money because, to my knowledge, the Marlins aren't exactly the richest franchise in the majors right now, or maybe they are. Maybe they got some new owners or people to give them some money. I'm not sure. I don't really understand that side of baseball, but they are underperforming very badly. None of their players that they picked up are really performing the way that they thought or expected them to. Heath Bell probably leads that team in the worst performances. I think I saw where he has 6 blown saves. And last year he had a total of 5, so that's obviously bad. But nobody on the team is really doing any well except for Giancarlo Stanton, and he's hurt right now. So they are a subpar 500 team. I don't know. They're below 500. I do know that. And they just lost to the Braves. They lost the series 2-3 as I'm watching the game right here, 7-1. So I just find it funny that they're trading all away the players, or thinking about trading away players, and pretty much diminishing the team that they set up, that they thought were going to be able to win. But hopefully they can get on track because obviously their fans are pretty loyal sometimes, like for the Heat and whatnot. So but the other trade that they made, or the other trade that they made, they shipped Anibal Sanchez, starting pitcher, and Omar Infante, second baseman, utility guy. I loved him when he was in Atlanta with the Braves. To the Tigers for Jacob Turner, a catcher, and 2 other prospects that I can't remember their names. I believe they were both pitchers. I'm not 100% sure. I probably should have written this stuff down, but this isn't a major trade. Jacob Turner, I think I saw he is the number 10 prospect on MLB.com, which is obviously pretty impressive. He is a starting pitcher. I imagine he'll start out in AAA when they get him, or maybe even AA if they don't think he's ready to. Actually, no. I think he's in the major league. I think he started in the majors a couple of games this year before he got traded. So maybe they'll put him in the rotation. I'm not sure. He looks to be like a really good player, really good pitcher. Has good control. I think he has a live fastball, upper 90s, so that's good to see. I think the Tigers will benefit from this. Adding Infante, he's a great defensive second baseman, and like I said, he can play pretty much anywhere you need him to. So he adds that defensive upgrade to the team. And with all those pitchers, other than Verlander, their pitching staff, provides a lot of ground balls. Verlander is a strikeout pitcher. yes, Max Scherzer could be a strikeout pitcher, but most of the time these guys are pitching to contact, getting ground balls, and making their infield work. So adding Infante will add definitely a good glove out there in the middle infield, and potentially they could use him in the outfield if they need to. So I think this will definitely help out the Tigers a lot. And a trade that didn't quite happen, but we all thought it was going to, and then it kind of fell through, was the Cubs sending Ryan Dempster to Atlanta for Randall Delgado and another potential minor league player or pitcher. I'm not sure who it was. I don't think there was ever a name out there. But this trade did not happen because Ryan Dempster is a 10-5 player, which means he's played 10 or more seasons in the major leagues, or it may just be exactly 10. I'm pretty sure it's more than 10. And he's played 5 of those for the Cubs, or maybe 5 or more. I'm not sure. So that means he has the right to veto any trade proposed to him, or proposed to the Cubs for him, that the Cubs are thinking about doing. So reportedly he wants to go to Los Angeles, and the Braves were second on his list. And my opinion on this is, if he doesn't want to come here, why are we letting him hold us hostage and enabling us, or disabling us I should say, from potentially making another trade for another pitcher? Like Zach Greinke. Zach Greinke is out there. The Brewers are definitely shopping him. We've been scouting him a couple of games. Let's focus on him. Let's not sit here and wait on him to contemplate his options, while we could be, going after a potentially better starter in the long run. Because I read today somewhere, I believe Mark Bowman on Twitter posted where the Braves said that they will be willing to give him a 5-year contract for $20 million a year, or more than that, which obviously would result in a 5-year, $100 million plus contract if they go more than that. In my opinion, I think that's great for the Braves. I think that it's great that they actually want to go out and get a player and actually spend the money to keep that player, instead of just being a rent player, a 2-month rental. You know what I mean? Like when we got Mark Teixeira, we just had him for a couple of months, didn't make the playoffs, or maybe we did make the playoffs, but we didn't go far. I don't think we made it that year, and then traded him away to Los Angeles for nothing. So they're really trying to get a guy that they think that they can lock up for a decent amount of time, and I really hope that they get Zach Greinke. The Brewers are asking for Julio Teheran and another top 15 prospect. From what I read, Julio Teheran has gone about 4 or 5 straight starts, pitching less than 4 innings, and he gave up 10 hits and 8 runs in his last start, and his 2012 ERA is, I believe, above 4.5. I think it might be in the 5s. I'm not sure. So I say, let's take the risk. Let's get Zach Greinke. Give up Teheran. He doesn't seem to be working out. He is our top prospect, #1 pitching prospect. But from what it's looking like, he doesn't look like he's figured out how to pitch yet. So let's get a guy that can impact our rotation right now, get us to the postseason, maybe get us to the World Series, maybe even get us a World Series win. I don't know how Zach Greinke would do if he came to Atlanta. I think he'd have fun playing with our team, because we are a very good team, a very goofy team. But that's enough for the Braves. So if you guys want to keep up to date on all the trades that are potentially going to be happening and that happen, and you have a Twitter account, please go follow John Heyman, Ken Rosenthal, or any other analyst that you can find. Peter Gammons is another good one. These guys update almost seconds after trades are spoken about, close to being done, or already done. So if you guys will go follow them, that'd be great for you guys to stay up to date on all the trades that are going down. And don't forget, trade deadline live stream July 31st, 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Time. That's Eastern Time, so for you guys, you Central guys, that'll be an hour behind, so it'll be 12 to 3 for you guys. But it should be fun. I'm looking forward to it. And I hope you guys did enjoy the video. I know it is a little bit longer, and there are no gameplay or anything. I didn't really have time to record some stuff and get it all edited, because I've been working a lot this week, like I mentioned in the Sweet Chin music video. But I do hope you guys enjoy this video, and if you didn't go watch that video, the link will be in the description as well to that video. and I'll leave Sweet Chin Music's channel also in the description for you guys to go check that out. So thanks guys for watching. I do hope you guys enjoy it, and I will get back to working on my Road to Glory episode that should be out sometime this week. I'm not really sure on a timetable, but again, as always, thanks for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy it, and I will see you guys later. And also, please leave me a comment on any trades that you guys see happening, or what you guys think about the trades that we talked about in this video. So for the third time, thanks for watching. Hope you did enjoy it, and I'll see you guys next video.